everyone. I just wanted to say thank you because we are raising money and it's amazing. And I'm so grateful to all of you that have supported me and that are continuing to support me. It's amazing. And I'm truly grateful for all of the wonderful, wonderful people in my life. And to continue, I chose actually a chapter book for today instead of picture books, but we'll continue with that later. The book I chose for today is The Secret of Platform 13 by Ava Ibbotson. I read this when I was a lot younger, and it's a really awesome book. It's set in London, but also set in a magical kingdom. The main characters of this are a fae, a wizard, an ogre, and a really young hag, as they say. And their mission in this book is to go and save a prince of their kingdom because he was stolen 9 years ago, when the book starts, by this really terrible woman who just wanted to have a child, and so she stole him away from his nannies at the time because they were visiting London just to see the sights and visit relatives and all of that. And so now, 9 years later, when they're able to go back to London because their magical kingdom, it's not always available to go. So now they are charged with going and finding him. They do find him, and they have to convince him to come back. But there's some little side stories going on, and a little bit of trouble when it comes to bringing back the lost prince, and some mishaps that are along the way. But I really love this book because all of these characters are really just really awesome. They are very individualized. They're very headstrong about what they want to do, but they still work as a team, and it's really awesome because you can see that it's interesting. I'll read you a little bit from the book. Platform 13 is different. Spiders have spun their webs across the cloakroom door. There's a left luggage office with a notice saying, "Do not use." The chocolate machines are rusty and lopsided, and if you were foolish enough to put your money in one, it would make a noise like "harump" and swallow it. Yet when people tried to pull down that part of the station and redevelop it, something always went wrong. An architect who wanted to build shops there suddenly came out in awful boils and went to live in Spain. And when they tried to relay the tracks for electricity, the surveyor said the ground wasn't suitable. It was as though people knew something about Platform 13. They didn't know what. First chapter. If you went into a school nowadays and said to the children, "What is a gump?" you would probably get some very silly answers. "It's a person without a brain, like a chump," said a child. Or, "It's a camel whose hump got stuck." Or even, "It's a kind of chewing gum." But once this wasn't so. Once every child in the land could have told you what a gump was. It was a special mound, a grassy bump on the earth, and that in this bump was a hidden door which opened ever so often to reveal a tunnel which led to a completely different world. They would have known that every country has its own gump, and that in Great Britain the gump was in a place called the Hill of the Cross of Kings, not far from the River Thames. And the wise children, the ones that read the old stories and listen to the old tales, would have known more than that. They would have known that this particular gump opened exactly for 9 days every 9 years, and not 1 second longer, and that it was no good changing your mind about coming or going, because nothing would open that door once the time was up. But the children forgot. Everyone forgot. And perhaps you can't blame them, yet the gump is still there. It is under Platform 13 of King's Cross Railroad Station. The secret door is behind the wall of the old gentleman's cloakroom, and its flappy poster saying, "Trains get you there," and its chipped wooden benches and the dirty ashtrays in which the old gentlemen used to stub out their smelly cigarettes. No one uses that platform now. Another thing that I really love about this book is it kind of has that mystical adventure, similar to writings of like Roald Dahl, the adults in that are either really amazing, like savior figures, or on the other hand, they're really, really terrible people, and you just see like the disgusting mechanisms and mannerisms that they have, and they're really exaggerated to show that they're not awesome people. Also, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like Harry Potter in the platform 9 3/4 kind of scheme to it. But I love this book. I think it's really interesting. The whole magical kingdom is really awesome, but also it just gets down to the nitty gritty of in London in search of this lost boy. It's really cool. So I think you should definitely check it out. It is The Secret of Platform 13 by Eva Albertson. Alright, well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all the support you've been giving me and continue to. And have a great rest of the day. Thanks.